Welcome everybody to Scary Honesty, a workshop based on nonviolent communication. And this is an introduction to a 10-week series that starts next week on Wednesday. And I'll be your host today. My name is James Prieto. I'm a certified nonviolent communication trainer. And today I have helping me Maggie Reed is here to hang out. She's been to actually 3 or 4 of my different series, and she liked it so much she wanted to come out and hang out for a bit. So thanks for your help, Maggie. And
You're welcome.
yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody just because there's a little bit of background noise there. And I want to just give you a short little intro about where this workshop came from and sort of how that relates to me. I started practicing nonviolent communication back in 2002, and I had just moved to Orange County, and a lot of life changes for me. And I was looking, my relationships, my professional and personal relationships weren't quite working the way I was wanting them and the way I had hoped that they would work. And I discovered this thing called nonviolent communication, and I signed up right away. And quite honestly, it took me a couple of years to really start to understand what feelings and needs were, and empathy and honesty and all that stuff. But the point at which it did start to make sense is when a friend of mine gave me some empathy, and it really landed, like in a way, like my body reacted at being heard and understood. And so that set off a long journey of growth for me. It opened up windows for personal growth, and I became really great at listening, at essentially, not only listening, but listening with empathy, where I would actively engage with the other person and let them know I was hearing their heart. And that is through what in nonviolent communication we call empathy. And I realized after several years that empathy is great, but there's like the other half that's missing. And the other half is honesty. So this honest expression that we're going to be investigating today. And I find that honesty is essential because I've, after, watching movies and realizing that most drama comes from unexpressed honesty. So whenever there's something about your truth that you're withholding, that creates a little bit of drama. And what I found is that I'm often scared to give my honesty. So I figured, hey, why not create a workshop around that? So that's what we're going to be doing today, is exploring this concept of scary honesty. And it's going to be sort of a mixture of theory and practice. We'll do a lot of group practice, and we'll also do some breakout rooms with 2 people at a time. So like I said before, this is an intro to a 10-week conversational connection series where you get to develop practical skills for communicating compassionately. I'm going to give you these slides a little bit later, and you'll have the opportunity to register at the end.
James, it's
Yeah.
Maggie.
Go ahead, Maggie.
Someone needs to leave, and she was wondering if this is going to be recorded.
This is being recorded, and it'll be made available to you later. Yep. Thanks for asking. All right. And just a little bit about me. I mentioned before, I learned about NVC in 2002, and it's changed my life. It changes not only how I show up in relationships, but how I show up for myself and also how I'm supporting myself. So I decided to jump off the corporate bandwagon and go into business to contribute to a better world. So that's a little bit about me, and you can reach me through my website at compassionateconnecting.com. All right. So what is nonviolent communication? Also known as NVC. And my favorite definition is it's a way of focusing our attention in a way that creates compassionate giving and receiving. And this was started by Marshall Rosenberg, who passed sadly a couple years ago, but he started this in the 60s, and it's something that's being used throughout the world. And I've brought it to Silicon Valley to bring it to the corporate world over here. All right.